this recording, we're going to look at some of the new navigation features introduced in Computron version 16. The main modules, General Ledger, Accounts Payable, etc. are listed in a master menu here on the left-hand side. When we select any one of these, submenus and features open up in the central palette area. We can then navigate to the function we need. I'll select General Ledger, then System Administrator. Each icon represents a function, so this folder icon represents a submenu and the cog is a maintenance program. An inquiry is shown here and reports are indicated by this icon. If I now select the Universal Utilities submenu, followed by System Utilities and EC Trading Profile, we see an important navigation aid at the top of the screen. This is a breadcrumb trail that shows the path we've navigated and our current location. We use this to go back to a function further up the path by selecting it from the drop-down list, or we can quickly navigate back to any level of the menu structure. With version 16, we can quickly mark functions we use on a regular basis as favourites. Clicking the star in the top right opens the Favourites panel. As you can see, we already have two groups of favourites set up, one for reconciliation reports and another one for administration. When we select a group, it becomes active, and the individual favourites within it are available for selection. A new favourite can be added by simply clicking the star in the top right corner of the menu option. That function will then be added to the active group. So when I click the star in Restart Recovery, it appears here in the Administration group. New Favourites groups can be added by clicking Add Favourites Group at the bottom here. For example, we may wish to create a group of favourites that we regularly use during the month-end close. To do that, I'll click Add Favourites Group, then rename it Month-End Adjustments. We now have to add the functions we want to include in our new group. So we make sure it's active, and then we navigate to Transaction Processing under General Ledger. I'll add 3 from here: Online Transaction Entry, Accrual Reversal Entry, and Transaction Edit and Delete. Okay, I'll now go and add a few reports such as Trial Balance and Ledger Report by Journal. Finally, I'll go back to Generated Transactions and add Allocations Generator. As you can see, our new favourites have been added to our new group, all ready to use. Another important feature we've added to help us quickly and easily navigate is the menu search function. We use this to directly locate programs without needing to navigate through a hierarchy of menus. When I click the spyglass in the top right, it opens up a search window. Here we can type a keyword that's contained in the menu option we're looking for. For example, we may want to run a report on intercompany transactions. I'll simply type Interco into the search field and the options are shown here. Or we may wish to run some reports or functions connected with reconciliations. Entering Recon will then return the relevant reports and functions. We can also combine keywords to refine the search. Let's say we want to perform some bulk updates on our vendor data. Entering vendor brings back 74 results, but adding plus mass refines the list to 2, and we can now select the function we need. You will notice that with version 16, compared with earlier releases, we have increased the size of the screens and their controls. Here you see a transaction entry screen in the new format, and here is the equivalent from the previous versions. The new version is much easier to read and to work with. In version 16, we've implemented context-sensitive help. This takes us straight to the section of the user guide relevant to the function screen we are currently on. Suppose we need to create a journal type in order to amortize prepaid service charges across the year. We begin by going to Journal Maintenance. We then start to set up the new journal code. I'll enter RC9 in here and then click Add. It will be recurring, so I'll select that journal type. We now see some general parameters. There is a switch here called User ID Security. Now, I'm not really sure what that means. By selecting Help F1, the user guide is opened directly on the page I need. And it looks like this switch can be used to restrict journal access for specific users. If we want more information, we simply click the link. Now, because this journal will handle sensitive information and is only to be used by senior controllers, we will set the parameter and save the template. Thanks for watching this recording on the new navigation features in Computron version 16. Please contact your account manager for more information.